I would tell you that a soldier accomplishes his greatest act of bravery when he volunteers to serve, knowing full well death is a very real possibility in the profession of arms. What he does after that may be characterized by others as heroism, but to him it was all part of the job. And for George and Drew, it was all part of the job.
Behind every soldier is a family, an anxious spouse.
He was deployed all the time.
Beloved children, worried parents, and significant others awaiting their safe return home. These families show the true meaning of resilience, character, strength, and such a huge amount of commitment.
On 7 August 2015, at approximately 2200 hours local, there was a complex attack initiated by a vehicle-borne improvised explosives device, or what we call VVID, in front of our main entrance control point.
Insurgents hit the front gate of the base with a vehicle-borne IED, which killed all 8 of the guards and left a large gap.
The safety of the perimeter wall was breached. Insurgents flooded into the base.
Additional attackers using small arms, grenades, and suicide vests made their way through the breach point in an effort to conduct as much damage on the task force as possible.
Myself and First Sergeant Andrew McKenna, we both led 2 small groups that were able to repel the attack.
Master Sergeant George Vera visibly exposed himself from a position of safety, risking his life to get an armored vehicle maneuvered to block the breach point.
Next, with great personal risk to himself, George moved as a buddy team with another operator, but that was Drew. And they moved towards the breached gate in order to repel any additional enemy forces that were trying to come through the gate. Throughout the entire engagement, George led from the front and inspired everybody with his heroic actions. The gallant actions of George and our First Sergeant Drew McKenna rallied the task force personnel to ultimately seize control of the breach gate and deny any further penetration of enemy personnel. And if that had happened, every day I worry what would have happened if they had not done that. Most of the people at that time were in their barracks sleeping.
During the battle, Master Sergeant Vera was shot 4 times.
Twice in my leg and then twice in my back. The bullets in my back clipped my spine, which left me paralyzed basically from the waist down.
During the attack, First Sergeant McKenna gave his life to save others, and the U.S. Army lost one of their finest.
Military spouses are our lifeblood, none more so than those caring for our gravely wounded.
But after 20 years of combat service, Master Sergeant Vera had an even greater battle to fight.
So after 10 years of marriage, we were having problems because we only spend like 2 months per year, maybe less, because it's not only the deploys, it's the schools, it's the training. So we didn't have time to spend together. So our relationship was really weak. And then he went to Afghanistan again. But even when he wants to come back, he said, but I had to be here. But I received a phone call from somebody in the military saying that my husband was severely injured. How severe he was? Well, he died 2 times. He lost a lot of important organs. And then when I saw my husband in that bed, I said, I'm gonna give you my best. I'm gonna give you everything, but please don't die. Finally, when he was getting better, it was really hard. He was very sick. But after when he was getting better, I said, okay, now we have another problem. He's paralyzed. I didn't understand what was that. It's like when you see somebody that is paralyzed, you see that he's in a wheelchair. That's nothing. It's accessible. The doctor said he's gonna need a different car, he's gonna need a different house, a special home. And I was like, okay, how are we gonna buy all those things? When you see how much is for a van, and it's around $80,000. What about for the modifications in the house? Even if you want to change a counter, it's gonna be expensive. Building homes for heroes, I think they don't understand what they did in our lives. It's not a house, They gave us the opportunity to be together, to don't have the little fights. They gave us the difference. They gave us freedom. They gave us another family. Because when my husband goes to the hospital, that happens all the time, this family always calls to see how is yours. And when I see this family, it's like all the families that we know. Because this is what is Building Homes for Heroes. It's an organization with the name of organization, but the real thing is a family. It's a family that supports.